What was weed?
Yes, that was the last time.
I'm Matt Frazier, formerly homicide detective of the Tulsa Police Department. This was my first case in homicide. At first, there's probably a little bit of nervousness, right? You're a rookie. I was definitely the youngest guy in the squad. It wasn't the easiest first case at all by any means, but they kind of decided to throw me in the fire.
Ray's phone was found about 9 miles from his apartment in some people. Robert reported him missing.
I think of a more complicated type of a case to start with because it's a case that is already 2 months old. You could have evidence that disappears, and we don't have a body either. So you need to try to determine whether or not this guy's actually dead. And that's not easy to do.
So let's get a timeline for Robert and then kind of go from there. Fun game of feeling each other out, right? It's like, hey, maybe he knows us. I mean, you learn more and more about Ray. He was a great guy, generous guy, always helped people out. It was hard for us to try to figure out why someone would have killed Ray.
It was very, very believable. He seemed to be concerned. He was cooperative, straightforward, and credible.
Out to the apartment, it was like a little kid on Christmas. Oh my God, Santa's coming. Hopefully we get something under the tree. Oh, look at that. We got the biggest present we could have asked for. It was crazy when we sprayed it. It was like freaking fireworks, man. I mean, it was through the carpet, through the padding, sticking to the concrete underneath. So we knew then it's obvious that something has happened inside this apartment. We're going to cut those sections out and send it to the lab. It could be, the assailant's blood running through your brain. How did it get there? What happened? When did it happen? Who was there? For someone to lose that amount of blood in that apartment, somebody had to have heard something.
About this whole Kansas story yet?
Bad has happened to Ray. Now we've got to find out what and why. We started asking the right questions and started to get some answers. The biggest red flag of Robert kind of arose.
We had with him.
Something bad has happened. But I tried to keep hope.
People was very hurt, disappeared because of the friendships we had with him. We're good friends here.
It's his heart. Ray would give you anything that he had to you if you needed it.
And some people really took advantage of Ray. A lot of times, people with good hearts like that, the demons come out in others.
And now this. It's like this is all just kind of clicking, making sense, and kind of falling into place. First we find the blood, and then now this. It's like this is all just kind of clicking, making sense, and kind of falling into place.
At the end of the day, it's all circumstantial evidence. You don't have an eyewitness, a smoking gun, so to speak. We didn't have that person saying that he said he killed him and dumped him somewhere. None of it. So, in order to get to that next point in the investigation, it's time to start getting creative. It's going to come out of her mouth, right? Hello. You never fight with Ray. He absolutely has something to lie about, and he did. Right now?
Fucking a little bit on me. Interesting.
I mean, hello. He never mentioned anything about getting in a scuffle or getting in a fight with Ray. He absolutely has something to lie about, and he did. And that was another huge piece of the puzzle. Because we're missing Ray.
Not having a body.
We established that Ray Howard was dead. Somehow, someway.
Did you find a phone on the side of the road?
This is a find in Ray's body. It's like the smallest needle and most freaking giant haystack on the planet. Did you find an incredible emotional roller coaster?
I can remember texting Matt many a times late at night saying, we need to do this, we need to do that. What are we missing? I know that Ritter probably lost some sleep over it. I know I did. I definitely know Matt did.
Media can maybe generate somebody calling.
Started out as a missing person.
That by releasing some of this stuff to the media, someone would come forward, right? Rob told somebody something. I was just ready to rock. They're looking for a body or anything that could possibly be big enough to hold a body. Right there.
It's going to be 18 foot. That's it.
no Ray.
Are right there, and then you get nothing. If all of our cases were like this, I wouldn't do this job. Because it just takes a piece of your life with it. They just don't get much harder than this one.
And those evil thoughts start to creep in your head. Like, man, we're never gonna find him. We're never gonna find him. Like I gave out a freaking Ric Flair, the biggest woo on the planet that everybody could hear. I'm taking Ronnie and Jason out here where he was located.
And left out there, then you have murder. So that was a huge, huge important piece to this. We're gonna find fingerprints.
We're really hoping to find some of Robert's DNA somewhere.
In order to prosecute.
There's where Steve.
Work to be done. And sometimes by being impatient on one of these cases,